Hi, it's Cheng from RED35. Well, you've seen the thumbnail, and today I want to talk about this channel and also about the changes I have made recently. Only because I have responded to one of the comments in my last video, and some of you guys actually responded to my reply to that message and asked me to make a video out of it and describe why I make those changes and why you guys are so important for the growth of this channel. So that particular comment was referring to my style that I employ these days compared to what I used to do with my models, with Tracy filming me and all kinds of interactions there. I was very animated, and to be quite frank, I missed that too. And that really was my reply to that message. But I went further by explaining why I made those changes. And, to be quite honest, it's really difficult to make those contents that I used to make at the beginning of this channel. And I know a lot of you guys missed that because she wasn't the only one who mentioned that. And I have seen quite a few of those messages over the course of last year that they all asked me, when's Charlie's coming back? When is Zohar coming back? When is all my models coming back? And when I'm going out to shoot again, and, lots and lots of questions. And really, to be quite honest, from the bottom of my heart, I really want to do that. But unfortunately, I don't know how many of you actually read the response, but anyway, I'm making this video because someone suggested that I should make this to clarify everything, so that you understand why I make those changes and why it is becoming more difficult for me to make those content again. They will come probably as an occasional kind of celebrational thing that I will be making in the future, but definitely not going to be a consistent or regular thing that I will have models around anymore. It's all down to a couple of things: cost and then also time. Right, I have said it time and time again, I'm a professional photographer, so my living is basically not coming from YouTube. It's actually from my photography and now video jobs that I have developed over the last 4 or 5 years. So those are my bread and butter. Those are what pays my bill, not YouTube. YouTube makes an income, but all those income that I generated actually went back to the channel and trying to grow it. And it's how it is. That was the original plan, and hoping to build a really good community so I can, talk more about my passion in photography, and also obviously I'm a Olympus lover now, so the gear that I use and so forth, and also trying to bring you aware some other brands that you may not have heard of. That's why I hand selected some of these brands that the videos you may or may not have seen them before. So these are really kind of things that I was hoping to generate. It's quite simple, majority of the YouTube channels, especially in the photography terms, they are always looking at big brands, and review channel especially. How often do you see big photography channel reviewing third-party Chinese cheap lenses? No, you don't see them. They always review Canon, Nikon, Fuji, Olympus, Panasonic, the big names, right? They always review big name stuff. Maybe Tamron, these are still relatively established companies. But who will review 7 Artisan, TT Artisan? Not many big reviewers would do that. So only the smaller one like ourselves would be, brave enough to do that sort of thing. Because I know a lot of these videos are not interested by anyone. And that's really quite frank. That's my opinion on it. But I am trying to help these guys, as well as trying to test it myself to see whether they're actually good enough for the price. And as you've seen, that I have collaborated with quite a few of these Chinese manufacturers over the past couple of years, and some of them have been quite popular, and some of them not so much. Rarely got past 1,000 views. So this is a reality that I have to face. Without much views, I'm not going to be generating a lot of incomes, and without much views, I'm not going to get the Google or the YouTube algorithm to work to recommend my videos for other people. So I only have to rely on people who are searching for that particular product to get some views. And that doesn't really quite work for me in a commercial sense. But I'll still like to make them because I would like to see some of these little company grow, right? You can't always rely on the big boys to do everything, right? And then that's really against my mentality, in terms of the whole creative world, not just about manufacturing. You have to give some chances for small people. And in whole YouTube scene, I'm small, I'm tiny by comparison to some of the big YouTube channel who have 1 million followers. I'm just tiny little dust on the floor. But having said that, I'm quite proud of my achievement over the last few years, and really without your support, your views, I wouldn't be here today. And I really genuinely treasure every one of your support and your attention to me, your love. Like I can see that from whenever I post a community post about my health, about my family. I mean, I can see loads of response from you, and it's really heartwarming, to be quite honest. And like I don't know if you remember, I made a video about over a year ago now about my mental state. It was really stressful time during lockdown and everything, and it really was that difficult being a self-employed and the family, father of twins and everything else that's going on. So I made that video, and all those really lovely comments coming from you guys were really genuinely uplifting and helped me get through that horrible period. And now with the kind of COVID nearly ending now, and so like my jobs are slowly coming back. It's nowhere near the same level as pre-pandemic time, but at least I'm getting jobs back and I'm getting busy again, which is a good thing for my pocket, and I need them to pay my bills, especially this year. Some of you in the UK especially, I'm pretty sure it's happening around the world as well. Is the cost of living is really getting more expensive. So like I desperately need people's support and also my jobs to keep me afloat as a human being, not even being a YouTube channel or YouTuber, nothing like that. Of course I wanted to prosper and do more things, but I'll have to put my priorities and my time and effort into something that basically keep me alive, keep my family alive, right? Sorry, I got a bit of flu as well. But this is something I really want to chat to you about today, and why I make those changes. So now with the lockdown coming in, the whole lockdown thing has changed everything. Like Tracy and I couldn't film because of the lockdown at the time. And we both lost a lot of income because our respective jobs in our industry, she was doing videos, I was mainly in the photography side, all went to zero. So like we had no income. And so she had to leave the channel and trying to find something else that can make her money to pay her bills. And my models, they all have other things to do. And if they're not doing much of the modeling, and they will have to find a job as well. So basically my whole band was disassembled. They all went their own separate ways. We're still in contact. We're still good friends. But when they're now having jobs, their own jobs now, is really challenging to get them out again, especially, until the time when they're comfortable, that they think that, my life is kind of back to normal now. I have a little bit of spare time, then we can do something again. But I don't see that imminently, at least not this year, maybe even next year also. So that really down to me. I'm alone, like in this channel now, I have to do everything myself. Content creations, I have to do the filming, presenting, scripting, editing, literally everything. The amount of work that goes into each video is immense. Like the thing is, I'm not the type of person who just really wants to just sit in front of the desk and just present you stuff and talk about it. And if you remember my style, my old style, RED35, I used to go out a lot to see so many people, and I like to interact. I mean, I'm generally a bubbly person. I like to talk to people. I lost all that during pandemic, and it's not that I lost it in me, it's still here, but I don't have the opportunity, all the people to talk to now. And I've been filming myself for the last 2.5 years now. And so this sort of changes is not really down to me. I had to adapt to what has become over the last couple of years. With people leaving me and leaving the channel, I had to continue because I really do love making videos for you guys to see. So I have to downscale it a little bit, and also trying to change the style that I can continue to produce content, and also continue to promote photography and promote little companies like I mentioned earlier. This is my mission. I want to create a good photography community, not just about Michael Four Third, although I am a Michael Four Third photographer, but I would like to promote photography in general. I like to promote a creative making, So this is really kind of me. and I don't want to stress too much about it now, because I know this video can get a little bit too long if I start explaining everything, but really is down to those elements that I just mentioned. So cost obviously is a big factor, and I'm really glad, you know, this year I have a lot of companies who are willing to, you know, collaborate and sponsor my videos. And you've seen quite a few of those videos already, Skillshare, the MPB recently, and they are, you know, sponsoring this channel by actually paying me to do something. And this is a big help, because I know you guys are also busy as well, may not actually find some of the contents useful or relevant to you guys. So you may not actually click on those videos. So like, I need some other income source to help support this channel, and having those sponsors is a big help. And I'm really glad that they're on board. They really enjoy my content, and they like my style of presentation. So I'm really, you know, in a way it's an achievement, because you know, a lot of companies, when they see so many YouTubes out there, if they pick me, that means they found something in me. So I'm really glad that they do. And so this is something I'm quite proud of, at least anyway, so since the 2.5 years lockdown period. And there are more to come as well. So I'm just trying to stress to you that there will be more sponsored videos, and not necessarily I'm trying to sell anything, but most likely I'm just trying to create certain contents that I think will be quite beneficial to understand certain aspect of photography or gear more than just reviews. And finally, just really final thing now, I am still an OM ambassador, but the thing is, I am not going to make a lot of OM system gear video. They were involved in it, but it's not going to be dedicated unless there is something new come out. And but the fact is, you know, the OM system direction has shifted towards more wildlife and outdoor things that is not really my genre. And you know that I shoot portraits and people, wedding documentaries, and other film projects. My specialties and my profession is not really in the envelope, and even though I'm still involved in a lot of things, but I won't be directly doing a lot of their campaigns and things like that now. Therefore, you know, like for me, it's really doesn't gel too well with what I'm doing in this channel. Although that, you know, I'm going to say out loud, I'm still an OM ambassador, I'm still an OM shooter, I still love the brand, still love the gear, that's why I'm still using everything. I'll still report to you about certain things, but like I said, I'm trying to expand and give you more variety of other stuff. And it's really good that MPB is now on board, because they are, you know, they have access to all kinds of gears which I can access now. And so if you guys want to see more comparisons, more videos from other brands, I also have access now. May not be the latest because they are a used specialist, so I'll be able to get hold of older gears. But at least I have access. I can compare formats, I can compare different quality of certain things, lenses, and which really interesting. So I'm hoping this new direction is going to be beneficial for all of you. But once again, I really would like to say thank you for every single one of you, whether you're watching this or not. I'm still going to say thank you to all my 36,000 subscribers. You know, like, I'd have to say, you know, like being a father is difficult. You know, for the last 2.5 years, I felt that I have completely left out on the opportunity to grow the channel because of the time restriction that I have with the kids at home and everything like that. You know, that drove me a little bit towards the depressed end of it. Simply because it's really hard to keep everything together while still trying to create contents. And I mean, as much as I would like to see, you know, my channel grow past, you know, 40, 50K, which could have been by now, because, you know, I've seen similar growth in Robin and also Peter Forscar's channels. I mean, I had the opportunity to do that, but I couldn't because I couldn't create videos. And in most cases, it was very inconsistent. That's purely down to, you know, the restrictions I had in here at home, you know, the COVID lockdowns and all sorts. Now it's getting better, but once again, you know, like I said earlier, my jobs take priority now, and I need to make money and to support my family. And I'm happy to have sponsor for this channel, and now I'm making videos for them and put into this channel. And so it works well. for now, and I'm hoping that you guys will continue to enjoy my channel, continue to enjoy my future content. I'm going to make a lot more educational and psychological stuff in the photography as well, so stay tuned for those. Like I'm going to continue my photographer series, which I did a couple before, and you guys seem to like it, so I'm going to continue that. It takes a lot of time to do that. A lot of effort, a lot of, time is money. I have to spend my own time taking out for my job, fathering my kids to come out and do these videos. So this is really important things I would like to say today. But other than that, that's it. This is the end of this video. I don't want to say too much before I bored you to death. This is completely not scripted. It's completely just coming out from my heart right now. But finally, just one more time, I just want to thank all of you for supporting this channel and watching all my videos. It's been hard for everybody, and so I'm just trying to create a positive vibe, a positive environment for all of you. And one more thing, last thing before I end this video, is that I will prepare my summer walkabout in London, and I did kind of generally asking who will be interested. I think I've got quite a few interested already, parties. And so if you guys want to see me, meet me, and have a go at photography, walking around London with me in one summer day, let me know in the comment section down below, and I will try to figure out a time frame, and I'll organize anything. I will announce it in the community post, as well as my social media platforms like Instagram and also Facebook. So if you stay tuned, follow all these channels there, you will not miss the date for the photo walk. Anyway, I'll speak to you all very soon, and take care of yourself. Keep creative, keep creating images. I don't care whether you use Micro Four Third, Olympus or not. Just keep shooting, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now. Peace.